Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your Zodiac wheel reading for December 2019. Coming to the end of a decade. So I wish you all a very happy festive season and a wonderful new year. I'll just centre now and focus on the Scorpio frequencies for you. Actually, I better get your card out as well so that we know it's a Scorpio reading. There we go. Okay, focusing into the Scorpio frequency. I'll invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me with this reading for Scorpio, and thank you for any messages that come through in this reading for Scorpio's highest good and the good of all concerned. What messages do you have for Scorpio for December 2019? Thank you. Okay, well firstly we have the Queen of Swords here. So that is Aquarius, Libran energies. I'm feeling with that. Very stern kind of feminine authority being shown to me here with this. The ability to be able to network ideas and independent thinking. Gemini also with the air sign element there with the Queen of Swords. And I'm hearing there are rules, Scorpio. There are rules. Follow the rules. Okay. Now we have here influencing your material values, resources, and how you measure your own self-worth. We have the Four of Wands, which is one of stability. I feel that you'll be sorting out a few things around your home, and that's one of your priorities on being shown here. you're seeing the beauty in things as well. Because the Four is a very creative, well, especially the Four of Wands, is a very creative influence. Creating beauty in your home and surroundings. Things that make you feel good and lift you up. But you're being responsible with your money and your possessions. Oh, this is nice. Here in the area of communication, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So fate is taking its turn in your situation here through December, Scorpio. So I also feel with the energies of the planetary lineup with Saturn and Pluto, Jupiter, Venus all being in Capricorn throughout December. There's a stellium in December 21st, and there's also a solar eclipse in Capricorn in December as well. So we've got the new moon in Capricorn on the 25th of December at 4.7 degrees with the solar eclipse in Capricorn. Now the solar eclipse brings new beginnings, set intentions, make your wishes come from a place of true intent, stay grounded. This is all taking place in that area of the third house, which is about communication. It's also governing the area of siblings, short journeys, transport. So that Capricorn energy with that solar eclipse taking place in that area of your chart. So it goes from the second to the third, depending on what time in Scorpio you're born, the beginning of Scorpio or the end of Scorpio. So from early December, the 1st of December, the moon, Venus, Pluto and Saturn are all in Capricorn. And then from the 3rd through the 20th, the 4 planets will be Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto in Capricorn. And then, if that isn't enough, from the 21st of December, Venus will be moving then into Aquarius, which is your 4th house, which we'll get to in a minute. And then on the 22nd, the Sun enters Capricorn, making the line up the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, all in Capricorn, influencing your 2nd and 3rd house areas. And the 2nd house is about your possessions. It's about how you earn your living. An honest day's pay for an honest day's work. That kind of thing. So when Venus comes in there in the 2nd house, transits through there, you'll value your beautiful possessions and you'll be comfortable with your financial situation. You'll find that you're more bountiful than you thought, and you can see the beauty in things, so you've got an eye for beauty. So it is a good time to focus on your house and home. Now, Jupiter will also be in the second house through this time, as I said. And so keep an eye on those dates. And Jupiter, the effect is one of having great joy through your possessions or through what you've been able to acquire. And it's also a very good placement for your self-esteem being expanded. And it's not unlikely that your finances will improve. And being in Capricorn, as Jupiter is, because it's the beneficial planet, the benefactor. Yeah, it's beneficial. Anyway. Jupiter being the beneficial planet does bring with it those things that do expand your possessions. And you come from a place of integrity and prefer traditional values with Jupiter in Capricorn. Your professional status and recognition could also expand. And that Jupiter energy is also wanting to make sure that you follow the letter of the law, sort of thing. So if there's any legal documents, this is a good time to look over them. Whereas Saturn will be in the third house. Saturn's still in Capricorn, but it's affecting your third house of communications. There could be a sense of being restricted or fear of expressing yourself. So that is a little bit of a challenge there with Saturn in your third house. But building up those communication skills nonetheless. With so much energy in the Capricorn area of our zodiac and on your wheel, and for Scorpio being in that second, third house area, you will be presented with challenges, but at the same time you're going to have victories. So it's nice energy in the fact that even if there is challenges and certain things may seem a little bit daunting, in one hand, in the other hand, you're going to have a success and victory presenting itself to you too. So there's a little bit of a balancing act going on there. And then of course you've also got Pluto in the third house. So your mind will be probing information, and you can communicate yourself powerfully with that, with Pluto in the third house. You may experience some power struggles with siblings, but all in all, this is letting you know, with the Hangman there in the base of our wheel, in the area of home and family, that there may be a time of waiting. You're sort of in a bit of suspension there to do with decisions around the home and within your family group. So take notice of that. Because there is quite an emphasis here on the Hangman, making willing sacrifices too. Now here in the area of where you find your joy, You've got obstacles being removed, tying up loose ends and seeing your way clear. So that may be a bit of the delay message here with the Hangman, but this is letting you know that once you get some of your loose ends tied up and you finalise some situations or projects that you've had to finalise, then you've got your way clear to enjoying a bit of entertainment and the lifestyle that you would like to indulge in, really. So be careful of overindulging in food, alcohol and or drugs. Now Neptune will be transiting the 5th house for you Scorpio here through December in Pisces. So the influence is also going to be about your strong artistic nature, with the ability to create through your intuition. And you may make some sacrifices, particularly for lovers, before you create, or for children, those of you that have children. Now remembering that any children that are born now will be a Neptune in Pisces generation, and they may be able to possess the ability to be at one with God. So that'll be a lovely kind of energy for all the newborns arriving while Neptune is in Pisces, because the Neptune Pisces energy wants us to express through vision and art when it's in Pisces. It's also a possibility they'll be inspirational teachers. So you could find yourself being someone who can inspire people as well. So taking on a bit of a leadership role, Scorpio, through December. And then we have here in your work and the area that governs your mind and body is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's new work and new beginnings in business and new ventures, which is a very nice place to be in. So I'm feeling that there's some things that are being set right in your workplace. So others may see it that your daily life approach is maybe a little bit unusual. Be aware while Uranus is transiting that 6th house that you just may have some sudden health experiences that you've got to really get a handle on. And if you're looking for work, I feel that this Ace of Pentacles is letting you know that there is new opportunity for those of you job seeking. Now, another interesting thing with Uranus in Taurus is that it is also about the generation that is coming in now, for those of you that are having children and giving birth through this Uranus in Taurus transit. It is that generation that will pursue the new ways of society and have a focus on human resources. So being a generational planet, it's interesting that if you see how that frequency is affecting us here on Earth, it's not just the newborn generation that are being influenced by that. We are being influenced by that as well, with all our concern about how we use our resources. So there's also new directions opening up for you with that as well. So maybe you're going to re-examine how you recycle or how you buy your products. What sort of material do you buy them in? Do you buy plastic, for example, and be shifting and readjusting those sort of choices, because we do have choices. Bamboo is very good. So yeah, also maybe shift away from cotton because of the way cotton's grown and the water usage that it takes to grow cotton, especially here in Australia. So yeah, seek out bamboo clothes that are made out of bamboo and hemp, and that kind of changes and shifts. And it could be sudden because it's Uranus. Like suddenly there's more of that available on the shelves, so there's more opportunity to buy it. But it's taking that new direction, leading the way, because I do have a very strong message here from your guides about you leading the way. Now here in the area of partnerships you have justice. And justice being a very Libran ruled card, so there's some sort of legal justice as well as feeling that you're justified and being happy with that as well, Scorpio. So there could be some legal documents being overlooked or looked at here through December with partnerships and marriages, and doing some fair balancing. Balance and harmony is prevailing in the relationship area. And in the area of finances and resources, joint ventures, emotional values, beginnings and endings and inheritances, you've got the Sun. So the Sun is saying yes. So if you're hoping to be favoured by other people's money, or applying for a loan, or anything to do with joint ventures, relationships are under the shining bright joyfulness of the Sun when the Sun is in this area, and the relationships are influenced by the Scorpionic energy of the 8th house, but it's also a Sagittarius Sun through the early part of December, and then the Sun moves into Capricorn, as we know. And that's the 22nd of December. So after the 22nd of December, with this energy of the Sun influencing that 8th house, I feel that there's going to be some very beneficial financial improvements and agreements made. And the 9th house here, you've got the 4 of Pentacles. So its message to you and the influence to you is one of holding on to your money, counting your pennies, sort of saving up for a rainy day, but I do feel you're saving for a long-term journey, Scorpio. So I'm seeing that you're wanting to travel to far lands, and those of you pursuing your studies or higher education, because the 9th house area governs all of that, this is letting you know that you're going to be able to back yourself enough to do that as well. And there is a little bit of a patience energy, because you've got to be patient with not being able to possibly do some of that retail therapy that you feel that you really need because you've got to hold on to your money. Yeah. Dear. Now, remembering with money too, that sudden money is possible here through December. The 14th and 15th in December can be very lucky days with the Jupiter trine Uranus, Jupiter expanding the sudden and sudden good fortune. Now here in the area of your career, you also have contracts being signed. So some of you could be embarking on a new career. So it's, even though you have the knowledge and the skills, you still will be, you know, learning something new again. So that's also possible for promotions, going up another level. The card of the aristocrat. So it's showing that, you know, if you're wanting to look for work and bring in some extra money, this is letting you know that all you have to do is do some research and pursue that. Really. It's a lovely, lovely energy. Because there's good karma around you with money. And you're feeling more confident, and that's going to shine out into the public arena. This is also, you'll get some notoriety as well. Fame is also governed by this area of the wheel. Hopes and wishes. Judgment. So you're going to get a favourable judgment, which is something that you've been wishing for. And the Spirit is telling me that your friendship groups are also inspiring you, or vice versa. You're inspiring them. There's some information that you'll be shared either with them or they'll be sharing with you. But I do feel that wishes are being fulfilled there with that judgment shining a light. And there's some time there for you to enjoy some socialising. Because I do feel that you've been sort of suspended from that as well, and you've had obstacles in the way of having some fun, but the obstacles are being removed, and that's going to allow you to shine. Now here you have the Five of Wands, so there is some competition. You are in a situation that is a tad competitive, but every bit good enough to stand up to that challenge. So that's really nice. And just a need there to let go of trying to take control of others. You only need to control your own thoughts and actions. Okay, so once you master controlling your own thoughts and actions, then maybe you can boss people around. That's the energy. And it could be something that's coming to you're experiencing that's vice versa also. So I'll just ask the divine direction about what is holding you up here for Scorpios through December. Take that one. And it's saying proud. Be proud of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. Okay. That's nice to know. Yes, Scorpio. Be proud of who you are. Your self-worth is certainly intact, I feel, through December, so you can be quite chuffed with yourself. You've got some good news coming. Oh, thank you. It's the message for December for you, Scorpio, from the animal medicine. And you have butterfly, so you can be a little bit of a social butterfly. Like a beautiful butterfly fluttering from flower to flower, diversity in a multitude of directions. Rather than keeping your ego in one basket, you will do better cross-pollinating across a broad spectrum. Alight gently on multiple landing spots, remaining a free agent. That's lovely. So you're going to be able to get yourself around, doing a little bit of networking as well. So I hope that has helped, Scorpio, and please do have a wonderful festive season. For those of you that indulge in Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas, and wishing you all the best for the new year, for 2020. Very exciting year ahead. I don't think that there'll be much boredom going on in 2020. There's a lot happening. And here in December 2019, we've got a little bit of a glimpse into the quest that is ahead of us for 2020 and the healing that can take place. And people finding their comfort in their own sacred place, finding their joy. So again, many blessings to you all. A happy festive season for you and your families. Namaste.